Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's gonna be my another episode 6 review. Another good episode. The next episode though looking pretty crazy, but I like this episode though. Yeah. So basically, what's going on with this episode here is that since he knows everything, that he's now the ignored person. It seems like freaking Misaki and Sakakibara are just hanging out more now, and they're all talking to each other, and she's all basically saying, shaking his hand like, "Welcome to the club," and she actually smiles too. And also the reason, like we seen, like I think it was episode 4 or 3, is when we seen Misaki take out the eye patch, and basically the eye was just a fake eye. Apparently, her mother made that eye, and the reason why she lost her eye is because she had a tumor on that side of her head or something like that, and that's why she had to take the eye out, and that saved her life. And so she, instead of having like a just empty spot right there, she put a little glass eye in there. And apparently, Misaki's mother thinks she's just some kind of doll. I guess she doesn't really see her as a real person, and so that kind of bothers Sakakibara. Sakakibara tells Misaki that his mother's not alive, so he just really couldn't really relate to why is the family like that basically. But they seem to be going good together now, since they're both the Nor team. And so he was in school, and everyone's ignoring him. He's just sitting there, and he has freaking weird daydream, like he's gotta all of a sudden start dancing with Misaki. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I was like, this has to be a dream. It didn't make any sense. He just started freaking just going at it. I was like, what's happening? So that was a dream. He just woke up, and then he's like, "Oh crap! I guess I gotta stop doing that." Because looking back at Misaki, and then he sees one of his friends, like because he's in the center of that desk, and the guy's like, get all scared, and so then Misaki actually looks back at him, and then she's smiling. Like I said, it seems like they like each other. It seems like they like each other. We got like a love romance here, but baby. But yeah. So this was one thing I kind of like freaked out, or I didn't understand in this episode. I mean, I guess I should understand, because it's only class 3 that's going to ignore these two people, because apparently the art club doesn't ignore them, it doesn't ignore Misaki. Misaki comes in there like, "Yay, Misaki came by," and stuff, and blah blah blah. It's like, "Are you here to join us and stuff?" It's like, "No, I just need to go check something." And so they're actually talking to her, so it's just kind of interesting. And then that kid that comes back, that was that Sakakibara's friend. It's like, "Oh, we gotta go tell you something. Gotta come over here." And so they ends up taking all the students out of there, and they're like, "Okay, whatever." And so then they're still hanging out, and they end up going into the library, and then they end up finding a lot of other interesting things that goes along with the school. Apparently, this whole curse was way back in like 1983 or something like that. This curse has been here a very long time. It's only in that place of Yomiyama, I think it's called. The only place of Yomiyama. It's the only place that has that curse. So it's kind of crazy. So it goes back that far, and it started around that time in like 1993 to 1996. The records get changed up. It's like after someone dies, the records change back after the year's over, basically, and that's why they can't figure out why the records seem to be off, or it's inaccurate, or they can't follow through that. So that's why they don't know which one, which one's the missing student. That's why they can't figure out each year. And they only figure out after the year is over, because everyone dies, and so they just try to figure out which one. You end up seeing which one it is. And 1996 is when or 1993 or whatever. I think it was one of those times. 1996, 1993 is when Sakakibara's mother was actually in school, and the teacher that was actually teaching that class that was with her was Retsuko. That's her name, Retsuko. That was in that class with Retsuko was the teacher. Is actually the librarian, the guy that with the gray hair. He's actually the one that was teaching that class, and he felt bad because he couldn't really do anything about this whole death and all that stuff, and he was scared because he was going to be next, because he had fear, because he thought he was going to die, because everyone was dying around him, so he didn't know what to do. And so other thing that was like a little tricky, that messed up your mind and everything, apparently, is that Sakakibara's mother could have been possibly a part of that whole curse thing, but we wasn't sure, because after she gave birth to Sakakibara's mother, Retsuko, she died after that. So and she died within Yomiyama. The thing is, it all ties to people in Yomiyama. Anyone outside of Yomiyama doesn't die. Like, if the person in class 3 is in it's in class 3, family members and relatives can die too. But that all only correlates to them being in that same town. If they're not in that town, if they're somewhere else, like in India, like Sakagawa's father, they're not in danger of getting killed. People only associated with that class will die. So it's just like, it's pretty crazy. So we end up knowing all that, and you know, where was I? It was just there's a lot of stuff that was going on. I was trying to remember all this because this whole school thing, and so basically towards the end of the episode, was the crazy part about this episode is like the teacher came in because he was like, I think he's supposed to be teaching. He looks kind of sickly though, or something was wrong with him. He's like, oh, good morning, students. I've been trying to uphold, the whole thing and try to get y'all spirits up, and I need to do this, and well, I'm gonna kill you guys. And so he's like, he has a knife out, and he's like, hey! And so he's like ready to kill everybody in there. So like I said, the next episode looks freaking crazy because I think the teacher started killing people because there's blood splattering everywhere. I saw the whole thing. I was like, holy crap, what's going on here? So I'm looking forward to the next episode. Like, what's going on? What's up with this teacher, and how is this gonna mess up the curse? Because I wonder if this is gonna mess up the curse because they only did this thing because they needed to do that. They never did this mid-year though, and it never stops after mid-year. Once mid-year happens, the curse will keep continuing until the year is over. So that's what's the other thing we figured out. But so I'm curious what's gonna happen now since all this is gonna happen. Someone else is gonna die in this episode, of course, because like I said, blood was going gushing around. So yeah, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode, because I'm just like really pumped up for this. Like I was just really crazy. Like what the heck is going on? So leave a comment below, tell me what you think about this episode. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more and other reviews. Also, go check out my blog. Go be linked in the description, and go to my Facebook page and like that baby. And leave a comment. Go just talk. I want to connect people by anime fans. Come on, anime fans. Let's talk, people. So yeah, just the Thabreakmasta. And until then, break out.